right, so here he is, the budding UFC bantamweight contender, Umar Nurmagomedov, suffocating grappler, very good takedowns on the wrestling front, but a very well-schooled player on the feet as well. American Kickboxing Academy believes here, not unlike Islam Makhachev, that they have a future bantamweight world champion in Umar Nurmagomedov. Corey Sandhagen was a guy that was on his radar, had to pull out of that main event due to injury, but a lot of people really believe that when the challenges get stiffer for Umar Nurmagomedov, he's going to show you just how good he really is. All right, so Islam Makhachev getting back on the proven ground here tonight, putting his undisputed UFC lightweight championship on the line. So much to love about this man's mixed martial arts acumen, his fight IQ, and you got to think it's going to take the very best out of his opponent to wrest the belt away tonight. Anyone that hopes to beat Makhachev has to be on their game. Your wrestling's got to be on point. Your striking's got to be on point. But more than anything, you have to have a steel mind. You cannot break in front of Makhachev because he will then drown you. This guy is a champion for a reason. And as you have seen time and time again, Hasbullah joins the Dagestanis in the octagon. Perhaps that's an X factor tonight. The great Hasbullah in the corner of Islam Makhachev. Islam Makhachev ready to engage yet again here tonight. Our tale of the tape for this lightweight championship fight. Here is Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the main event of the evening. It's time! 5 rounds for the undisputed UFC Lightweight Championship of the world. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, presenting the challenger, Umar Nurmagomedov. And now introducing the champion, fighting out of the red corner, presenting the reigning, defending, undisputed UFC Lightweight Champion of the world, Islam Makhachev.
The veteran Herbert Dean, our referee for this one. All right, so we'll see if Umar Nurmagomedov can get his takedown game going here early. That is not to suggest that he can't realize success on the feet in this particular matchup. Nurmagomedov truly has every skill that you could possibly want for a modern-day mixed martial arts athlete training out of the American Kickboxing Academy. But oftentimes for him, the path of least resistance has been taking the fight to the floor. Wow, vicious uppercut.
Oh my goodness, oh my goodness. Oh, nice takedown, yep.
As his opponent postures up, he opens it. All right, side control now. Makhachev's in half guard. All right, side control now, DC. You know he's in his element on the ground. A lot of tricks up his sleeve.
A lot of tricks. It's in there deep. There you go.
Oh, he got out. How good is that?
This guy is so aware. He never leaves anything long to allow for himself to get subbed.
Work. Come on, I'll stand you up. Just work.
That's a heck of a strike to land from bottom position. Nurmagomedov's in half guard.
Oh, right into mount. You have to be so well-rounded once you get to the top of these divisions. You cannot just be a knockout guy. You got to be able to change it up if you find yourself in this situation that he's in right now. He's got to be careful here.
Oh, he's got his back.
No, you don't want him on your back. He's going to start looking to try to attack a rear naked choke, and that's exactly what he's doing.
Well, how about the movement off of the back? Nice job to avoid the ground and pound here by Islam Makhachev. One minute. If you're the bottom fighter, DC, what do?
You got to move. You got to shrimp. You got to get off on a hip to try to move your opponent off of you or pull him down to close the space. Big ground and pound. Nice shots landing from the top position.
Final seconds of round one.
Oh, good defense, yes.
These ground strikes are starting to add up. Horn sounds for the end of round one. All right, so there's the horn signifying the end of what was a great round, DC. Got to talk about that knockdown.
What a fantastic round. He was able to set up a great shot, got the knockdown. You have to be feeling good as he walked back to the corner.
All right, so a big knockdown for him, courtesy of that punch in that round. DC, here's your replay.
Big moment in the previous round. They were both fighting very well, but when he landed this punch right here that sits his opponent down, it showed that the power is not equal, and if he can land, he does have the ability to damage him.
You ready to fight? Ready. Let's do it.
All right, round two. Gets the inside leg kick to land there. There's the single. Staying offensive off of his back as he lands a strike from the bottom position. Oh, he's got the ground and pound going now. And there it is, another strike gets through on the ground. Oh, nicely done there as he escapes back to his feet. All right, well, perhaps he has a point to prove. Perhaps there's a hip injury, but this man's UFC career has been defined by the takedown. He hasn't attempted a single one tonight.
He hasn't even attempted it. It's very surprising, and honestly, for a guy that enjoys the wrestling, it's very disappointing. Because to me, it's
a huge strike right there. I'm not sure how many more of these his opponent can take.
Massive shot that he landed. Great job.
Oh, big left hook there. Looked like he might have landed there. Instead, a swing and a miss by Islam Makhachev.
Another big takedown. He passes to half guard.
Oh, good ground and pound here. Man, another one lands. He's trying to pound his opponent's head through the canvas. Well, that combination's gonna leave a mark. You see him getting top position, standing over his opponent, and delivering the ground strike. Nice job by Islam Makhachev. All right, the referee not seeing enough action there. We go back to the center of the octagon now.
Right.
2 minutes now to go in round two.
Oh, nice. Nice.
There's the kick, it's blocked. So a much different approach for him here in this second round. He was a little bit tentative in round one, a little bit of a feeling out process. Now he has clearly found his rhythm, found the range. We'll see if he can continue with more activity here in round two. Makhachev's in half guard. A lot of top pressure being applied here as he works out of side control.
Nice.
Ground and pound, the hammer Mark Coleman would be proud. Again, not much defense there. Another ground strike gets through. All right, well, he continues to manhandle him here on the ground. Now maybe trying to get to a choke position here, DC. Well, we'll see if he postures up and can get some of his ground strikes going here. Oh, that ghillie is tight.
He's really working hard for this guillotine, but he can't pull out his arms. He's got to make sure he's secure.
Good job by the champ there. Sliding back up.
Pretty good work with the ground and pound here by Islam Makhachev. 10 minutes in the books.
All right, take a seat, bud. Good round. I need more of that this round, okay? I want you to be a little more active with your punches on the ground. Let's not let the ref stand this up.
All right, let's get you some pictures from that previous round, DC. A lot of good work with the ground and pound strike.
Yeah, he was able to control posture, get himself postured up, land big ground and pound as he ended the round. What a great finish to a fantastic round.
You ready to fight? You ready?
Here we go, third round of this championship. On that punch right there, his opponent's compromised, DC.
It's one thing to land a hard shot. It's another thing completely to land a perfect shot. And that was a perfect shot.
Well, his opponent seemed to be stunned to a significant extent, but was able to recover, and it's almost like he let him off the hook.
Kind of let him off the hook. He needed to really put his foot on the gas to try to find that finish.
Well, let's see if he goes to set up the hook again. He has really done a nice job punctuating his combinations with that hook tonight. Check, look at that redness underneath his elbow. A lot of those strikes to the body starting to pile up.
Getting beat up and being smart enough to not be headhunting the entire time. I like this. I like this approach.
Taking for a ride. Nice double leg. Nice finish. Nice shot there by the champ.
Makhachev's in half guard now. 3 minutes. Good work from the top here by Islam Makhachev. Oh, another strike lands from the top. Nurmagomedov gets up, he is back on the feet. Looked like he was in a submissive state on the ground, but he worked hard there to get back to the feet. Punches in bunches, and he hasn't really shown any signs of slowing down here tonight. I'm not sure how much more his opponent can take. Left hook to the head. Well, earlier in the round, he clearly got stunned by his opponent, but he just has not responded well at all.
He hasn't responded well. He hasn't gotten himself back going after getting hurt so bad early in the round.
Huge connection by him there.
He needs to get on his bicycle, John. He needs to get into space so that he doesn't get finished. Oh, that's big.
Oh, a big left hand. So holding on to him here, not doing a ton, perhaps just looking to recover. Right now they separate.
He's going guillotine.
That guillotine is tight. Oh, looks like he's countering here with maybe a Von Flu. He's got the side mount.
How in the world did he escape that submission?
Nurmagomedov's looking to pass here, denied by the opponent.
Oh, nice.
All right, side control now. We'll see if he can advance position.
Great job landing from the top position.
That's 3 rounds. We're now headed to the championship rounds.
Stop!
Heading back to the corner now, and however deliberately, Makhachev's bleeding from the forehead there a little bit. It doesn't appear to be too bad. The focus for the cut man, though, to make sure that he can stop the bleeding and not allow the blood to get into the eyes. All right, let's get you a replay from that previous round. It was the big knockdown courtesy of that kick that nearly closed the show for good.
It almost closed the show, but nothing's more discouraging than when you get somebody hurt that bad and you don't shut the door. He has to go back to work now knowing that he's got about as tough a guy as he's ever had in front of him in the octagon tonight.
Ready to fight? Ready.
We have arrived at the 4th round, fight scheduled for 5 5-minute rounds. All All right, here we go. The tension is palpable. Fourth round is underway. You've got a thing or two to say about these championship rounds.
The fourth round is easily the hardest round in fighting. You're so used to fighting up to 3. You got to get back off of that stool, and this is a real test of your will and desire to win a fight.
Well, I'm not sure if it's the fatigue, fear, if that's a factor at all, but his submission skills are so good, but he can't execute them if he can't get the fight to the ground.
Got to get the fight to the floor. You cannot stand there and strike with a striker, especially when you're this good in the submission.
Makhachev's in half guard.
Getting them out here.
While working pretty effectively from the top here. Nice ground and pound by Islam Makhachev.
He's just being more aggressive, and because he's being more aggressive and more loose with his strikes, he's landing.
2 minutes have gone by.
It's work. I stand it up. It's work.
Continuing to stay busy here on the ground. All right, dominant position here. He's got the full mount. A lot of different ways he can go here. Maybe try to find an arm bar or just get the ground and pound.
He can attack submissions, but those submissions will present themselves once he is landing that brutal ground and pound he is known for. Because then his opponent will start to get a little bit desperate to get out from under him, which will then in turn leave arms dangling, or he'll turn to his knees and get choked out. He's got to be careful here.
Hey, stay with the game plan.
All right, he's got the full mount now. Is this one of the most dominant positions in MMA? Is that fair to say?
It's a very dominant position. It's one of the most ideal positions. Look at him attack that arm triangle on the opposite side. When it's time to finish, he will lock his hands, pass his body all the way to the opposite side, drop his chest to get all the way down to his opponent's neck to try to choke him out and finish his fight.
Most fighters will tell you offensive wrestling is the hardest, most exhausting thing.
Especially if you're just running the guy over, John, and then he just gets up. This is where he wants to be.
20 seconds left. And there's the buzzer indicating the end of round 4.
Stop.
All right, brother, that was great. Awesome round. Completely dominated that round. I need more of the same. This is the last round. Get out there, punch into that takedown.
All right, that's the end of the round as we show you some of the highlights over those 5 minutes. Really a clinic when it comes to the ground and pound.
Yeah, man, this is what you're taught. When you're learning to become a ground and pound fighter, you want to do it exactly like he did. Gain posture, have height, control hands and wrists. Land strikes, don't throw too many, throw just enough, control, throw again, control. He did it perfect.
You ready to fight? Ready.
So here it is, folks, 5th and final round. All right, here we go with our next round, and thankfully for his opponent, it begins on the feet because his face was turning into mincemeat with that ground and pound in the previous round.
Oh, he got demolished, man. It was punches, it was elbows, it was transitions into the elbows. I mean, he had so much more knowledge in this area that although his opponent is a great ground fighter, jiu-jitsu goes out the window when you're getting punched in the face, and there was no better example of it than what we just saw in the previous round.
And they separate. And a nice job at least staying upright on that. Oh, he's got the hands going. So you got to question the fight IQ at some point. He's got an outstanding offensive takedown game. His ground and pound strikes are vicious, yet hasn't done any of that.
He's listened to the stories, John. He's listened to the stories. He's allowed for this guy to be bigger and badder than he truly is. He's allowed for this man to become...
Nurmagomedov gets the double leg takedown. Nothing telegraphed about that shot. Well done. Working off of his back here. Looks like he may try to hip escape. Closed guard here. He's very comfortable here working off of his back, DC.
Scramble and go! Scramble and go!
Nice shot lands from the bottom.
Big right hook there by the champ.
In the half guard.
Now he's looking arm triangle on the opposite side. When he goes to finish, look, he's got it locked. When he goes to finish, he has to pass his body.
Oh, somehow he gets out. Fantastic submission, D. Man, submission defense is a powerful thing. Offense keeps going for it. Defenders held up every step of the way.
Yeah, the defense has done a great job just making sure he leaves nothing long, no submission attempts. Even when they get him, he continues to stay calm and patient, and he's defending these submissions.
Under a minute now to go in the fight. Makhachev's in half guard. Working out of the half guard here. All right, we'll see if he can apply pressure inside his opponent's guard here, DC. "20 seconds to go in the fight." Not there yet, but might get the submission here shortly. Continues to apply pressure here in half guard. All right, so they came in unquestionably the two best in the world in this division, and they showed you exactly why here tonight. A lot of people may think the challenger did enough. For me, slight lean to the champion to retain his title.
I agree with you, John. I thought the champion did just enough to keep his belt. And this has nothing to do with you got to beat the champ to get the belt. No, the champion outworked him in the big spots, and he should retain his title.
The official decision is in. It resides with Bruce Buff.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 5 rounds, we go to the judges' scorecards for a decision. All 3 judges score this contest 49-46. Declared the winner by unanimous decision, and still the undisputed UFC lightweight champion of the world, Makhachev.
Well, it is as hard a title to hold.